A little piece of fabric, a bib, with Junior's initials on it, stained with his blood. The biggest piece of key evidence from the night of his murder, given to me by a thoughtless man who was definitely behind the murder. His DNA is somehow on here, and I don't care how it got there. He's a dead man, Jonathan Montgomery. His nephew, Brian, his DNA is on here as well. I don't know if it's because he transported the bib or what, but he's a dead man in my eyes as well. But what stings me the most, as I now have 3 killers in my mind, it's my boyfriend, you, Salvatore. Your DNA's all over this. The most DNA. You killed my grandson. I thought I had more time with you. I was gonna give it a few more days. Gave Jonathan a deadline for my confession, but I guess we're doing this now, huh? Yeah. I killed your grandson. Jonathan ordered me to. I was working for him. He was away that night. He flew in to look at the crime scene, I guess. That's when he took that piece of fabric. There's no officer or nothing like that. All over vengeance towards my mother. You never loved me. I am doing everything in my power to not cry, because you don't deserve to see that. But you never loved me. You used me to get to my mother. Vengeance aside, my hatred for that woman aside, you're the only woman I've ever loved. Truthfully. That includes my ex-wife. There's something about you, a strength, that I've never seen on a woman before. A fearlessness. It's intoxicating. The second you walked into my pizzeria, my God, I couldn't look away from you. People talk about the internet show. They say that the Miranda show, whatever, Serafina Town, whatever. But it was you, from day one, who you led to all of this. Any little bit of social media fame that anyone on this show has, it's because of you. Your little skits, your little mother-in-law skits about the holidays back in 2022. You don't give yourself enough credit. You're everything. You always have been to me. I don't believe a word you say after what you concealed from me. You took my grandson from me. How could you? You know how much he meant to me. Yeah, I know how much he meant to you. He was your obsession. Grandkids. It's all you obsessed over, more than your own kids. More than me. I finally had a woman in my life who I could dedicate every ounce of myself to. You took my focus away from work. You made me excited about life. I gave you everything. I tried to make you happy. And you were just miserable all the time. The Thanksgiving together that we had was miserable, because all you could focus on was how your son gave away his custody. I just wanted a happy relationship with you. But all you were ever obsessed over was your grandson. Now I get it. It wasn't just your hatred towards my mother. Ever since we got together, you have been controlling. You have been possessive. You didn't deem my daughter a threat, so to make yourself look good, you brought her back into my life. 'Cause, wow, what a hero you are. But when it came to my son, someone who I had to divide my attention between you and him, the jealousy is now so apparent. You tried to kill him too. Anything and anyone that steals my time away from you, you need to get rid of. Sure, I was obsessed with my grandson, but you couldn't have that. No, I hated your mother. That was paramount. I was doing a favor to get her killed. But yeah, the obsession with your grandkid, the way you would bend over backwards for your son, even though he was a deadbeat making your life hell, it was tough for me. When all I wanted to do was make you happy. When my daughter took my grandkids away, when I lost that relationship, I had nothing left. Nothing but my stupid pizzeria. Your mother took that from me too. You were all I had. You were all. I would open my eyes in the morning and I would think about you. And I would think about our dates together and watching TV together and freaking being buried together. You just couldn't see what was in front of you. All you ever talked about was getting love, and I gave you love. You just wanted the respect of your daughter-in-law and the love of your doofus son, and you just wanted to see your grandkid all the time. What about the people who actually did love you? Me. Do you admit it, though? You killed my grandson partially because you were jealous of him. Because you could never have the love that I had for him. Yeah, I admit it. Because I'm messed up. I admit it. It's jealous of a little kid. Because he had the undivided attention of his grandmother. I just wanted his grandmother to love me. I guess I couldn't admit that. So the hatred that I did have for your mother, yeah, I put it all into that too. Because maybe if she loved you more, you wouldn't have been so closed off. She ruined parts of you. She made it hard for you to love anyone outside of family. And your stupid ex-husband, but I can't find your ex-husband nowhere. Can't take it out on him. No, you're beyond messed up. You're dead. That's what you are. Now I assume you are sitting here because you knew this was going to happen. So what? Rather than facing jail time, you're leaving this up to me. So, I take it you're not going to the police. You're not sending me to jail. I knew this all along. You were going to kill me yourself. And I don't blame you. I deserve what's coming to me. So, how are you going to do it? Well, that's what the glass is here for. Poison. I am not going to jail for your murder. It's going to look like you did it. You're going to drink this, and you're going to suffer. That's what's going to happen now. And I'm not going to call the police until long after I smell your body. Alright. I'll take that punishment. Happily. I'm just letting you know. Jonathan ain't gonna be, he's gone. So if you're looking to kill him too, I don't know where the hell he is now. He tucked his tail between his legs. Oh, he can fly anywhere the hell he wants. But I am going to get him too. Melissa, I want you to take this, since you've been acting so weird lately. My God, Joey. Really? A drug test? When am I 14 and you're my dad? Is this a relationship or am I in some sort of conservatorship? Take it personal. Alright, look. I let you back in my life. We're dating. Dating is a very intimate thing. Bodies are involved. Emotions are involved. I'm getting over the worst tragedy in my life. And your track record ain't that great. You know, I would do the same if you asked me to. But your behavior as of late is giving me red flags. So I just want to rule some things out, and that's why I want you to take the test. What about my behavior is telling you that I need a drug test? And this is for... If I was smoking like that, that's not really something that would cause behavioral issues. Do you know what I mean? Like, if I was on real hardcore drugs, then yes, but this isn't that type of test anyway. Well, the whole, you know, I'm gonna go pamper myself thing after, like, I've known you for years, you don't pamper yourself. So that was a random lie. I know that was a lie. So when you're shady like that, just a little, you know, when you've been in a relationship like this, a toxic relationship, those little things are freaking red flags, man. And also, I need to protect myself. If you're like doing stuff behind my back and it gets back to me, like I'm a recovering addict, I don't need that stuff near me. Okay, first of all, I'm not doing anything like that though. I'm not smoking, I'm not drinking, I don't even do soda. So for you can get that out of the way. But also, if I was doing something like that, I wouldn't bring it near you. So this really has nothing to do with you. I don't get why this is such a big deal. I have a little bit of trust issues. I want to make sure of something. And you're taking it so personal. You know, it's a 5-minute test. Who cares? I'm just trying to like make myself feel better. And I don't want to like have the wool pulled over my eyes that I'm spending this life with someone and I don't even know them. I could never in a million years imagine you plopping a drug test down in front of Miranda. But what this shows is that you have zero respect for me and that you talk to me like I'm a child. Imagine if I came in and drug tested you. I mean, out of the both of us, sure, I have mental health problems, but you're the one with the addiction issues. Why you always have to bring it back to Miranda? No, I wouldn't. There would be no need for me to do that to her. Really, do you see what I'm saying? You would never treat Miranda like this. You wouldn't even treat Chelsea, your ex-girlfriend, like this. But me, it's like there's no boundaries between us whatsoever. You still just treat me like I'm garbage, like I'm still the woman who hit your son back in the day. I'm not the same person, and I don't appreciate someone plopping down a drug test in front of me like I'm at work, like you need to pass some sort of physical. What it boils down to, Melissa, and I know this is hard to hear, I just simply don't trust you. I love you and I want to be with you, but there's still that chain on my leg holding me back. And it's connected to a big ass boulder named trust. I'm scared of being hurt by you. I'm scared of freaking, you know, the credit card fraud stuff. There are so many things that happened between us over the years that I was stupid towards, that I ignored, that even just thinking about it now, I'm like, holy crap, how am I still with this girl? You know what I mean? I don't trust you at the end of the day. Okay. You still don't trust me after all this time, after how much I have saved you, after how well I am taking care of my dog, which I'm going to give him a name soon. But that's beyond the point. You still don't trust me after all this time, and I have proven myself over and over and over. Yes, I do have some weird behaviors from time to time, but what's it going to take for you to trust me and realize that I'm not the same crazy Melissa
that everyone thinks me out to be.
Can you just take the test for me? Just make me feel better.
Fine. I will take the drug test. But you know what? I'm gonna come clean about something. I didn't go pamper myself, obviously. I used that as a lie. Because Jonathan Montgomery called me in and paid me a lump sum of money to do something for him. And he threatened to take my dog away because the dog belongs to that woman that passed away in the church or whatever, and the family wants the dog back, this and that. He was threatening to blackmail me with that. So he asked me to take Sal's devices from his home because Sal is blackmailing him with something. I took the money and I protected my dog. That's why I lied to you, because I knew you were going to tell me not to do any of that. But I love my dog so much that I don't want to risk losing him.
You really love that dog, huh? Never seen you love something like this.
Yes. I think I finally found the living thing that I want to put before me, that I care about, that I would die for. And that's my little puppy. I don't think the family is going to come looking for it. I think they just... It was one of those, like, he's a show dog. So they just want... I think they wanted to sell him. But, I'm not going to let that happen. So... He's more than a show dog to me.
You know what? Maybe I am being a jerk. If you love that dog that much, you know, you're doing everything in your power to take care of it, don't take the test. It's fine. I see how much you are changed in that way, that you're able to, like, put something before you.
No, I will still take your little test. Results in 5 minutes, 98% accuracy. It's better than a paternity test and waiting 10 days or whatever. So I will prove to you that I am not on anything, even Mary Jane. And maybe we can move on from this and start trusting one another. Because I don't want to fight in front of my dog.
I have a couple of things I want to say before I go. I'm gonna go, alright? I'll drink your drink, and that'll be the last time you see me. Well, even though you don't deserve anything else in life, everyone who is facing death is allowed to have a few last words. So what are they? Brian's DNA may be on that bib, but he didn't do nothing. He had nothing to do with any of it. It was all me and Jonathan. Maybe Jonathan put his DNA on there to throw you off your trail or give you some doubt, I don't know, or just to throw his nephew under the bus, bring him down with him, I don't know. But he didn't do it. I don't really care what you have to say. His DNA's on there, my mind's made up. He must have had something to do with it. Well, it's nothing I need to care about after a couple minutes from now. Next thing. Jonathan took some of my devices, and he thought that his confession, killing Junior, wasn't on there, but it's deep in my computer, deep in my phone. He has both. I also, here. On that piece of paper, it's information where you can find his confession online in a storage if you want to give it to the police. He confessed, well, it's him giving me the orders to do it. There's no fighting that man in the court of law. You could have photos of him at the crime scene near Junior and present that in court, and his lawyers will get him to walk free somehow. I don't care what recordings there are. I don't care what evidence there is. He faces death at the hands of me. The police could never bring enough justice to that man after what he did. He doesn't deserve to be alive in a prison. I figured you'd say that. I have good faith that you will. Just gotta find him. I'm sure he's easier to track than your mother. I also want to say that no matter what you believe, I do love you. I do. With all my heart. And I'm glad you're not killing me with a knife or something where he'll be in prison for the rest of you. Please, if you do wind up killing Jonathan, don't put yourself in jail. That's why I gave you the recording, so you could think about it. Kill him or put him in jail, whatever. Just make sure you don't get yourself locked up because you have a whole life ahead of you. Drink up. Well, that's the last thing I have to tell you. I took your grandson away out of jealousy. I can never give you that back. But I can give you the knowledge that you are grandma. Because Brian and Jonathan did go through with that paternity test. Brian ate the father. The evidence is destroyed, but the truth is out there. Joey's the father of Charlotte. I'm not blowing smoke up your ass. You're a grandma. You're a grandma to Charlotte Montgomery. So you do have something to live for. Find that bitch daughter-in-law of yours and go find your granddaughter. So that's what I'm going to leave you with. That'll be my last words to you. I hope you rot in hell, Salvatore. Goodbye. Hello. I'd like to report a deceased male in my home. He's got no pulse or heartbeat. I just came back from the store. It's my boyfriend. Yes, I was gone hours, so yeah, I think it's a little too late, but